photos and streaming things and sharing, please make sure that your phones are silent. I mean, mine has been on silent since 2012, but please click it over just in case. Yes, I see your smiles through the necks, I promise. We feel it up here.
I'll do that. I'll sit up straight.
Everyone, please rise. Please feel free to be seated. Welcome everybody to today's amazing event, the marriage ceremony and celebration of Anna and Colin. The couple thanks you all so very much for being here today, showing your love and support, and recognizes those that aren't able to join us today, which are joining us here. So, hi! Today we come together to witness the joining of these two lives. For them, out of the routine of ordinary life, the extraordinary has happened. They met each other, they fell in love, and today we celebrate their commitment to each other with their wedding. But today is also a celebration for the rest of us. We get to see young love and bloom, participate in the union of these two people, and have a few cocktails in the process. You were all invited here today by Anna and Colin because you're their family. Whether you share blood, are connected by marriage, or have come into their lives at some point during their journey on this earth. I've had the pleasure of being able to call Anna friend for many more years than I think either of us care to own up to. But we'll just say that we've known each other since high school. And although so much time has passed since then, we've managed to stay connected. And Anna and Colin, I can say with a very full heart that it means the world to me to be your officiant today. Thank you for entrusting me to be maybe the third most important person. Before we get too far along though, I want to make sure we all go back in time for a moment. Let's go back through everything that brought us here today. Some of you may know, some of you may not. So I've asked Anna and Colin to each share their own stories of how they met and how we got here today. This is going to be extra fun for us because they don't know what I'm going to say. So let's start with Colin. These are Colin's words that I've interpreted here, so if you correct me if I missed anything. Colin met Anna in person for the first time on Sunday, May 2nd, 2021 at 10:30 in the morning. They planned to grab coffee and walk around the Alexandria waterfront. They had been messaging each other about a week, so he was excited to see if the same banter could be replicated in person. Anna's idea of being on time is to show up the day prior to an event, so she was waiting for Colin as he walked up to the coffee house. They smiled as he approached and quickly fell into a lighthearted conversation. They hadn't planned a route for their walk beforehand, but both were super familiar with the area and decided to see where the walk led them. Colin was amazed about how much they had in common, including books, love of the trips through the desert in the American Southwest, and growing up in the Pacific Northwest. The waterfront is a really expansive area, and they crisscrossed it from head to toe without a dull moment in the conversation. Walking became their thing for a while. It was during those walks that Colin said he fell in love with Anna. He loved her sense of humor, her intelligence, and her kindness. All of that even before they even shared their first kiss. And now Anna's version. Anna knew she liked Colin right away after they matched on Bumble. She recalls that they think their first date was technically watching Biden's first Congress address because they chatted about it with their app in real time. She then asked Colin if he wanted to meet in person, and they decided to grab coffee on a Sunday morning and take a walk through Old Town. Shortly after meeting up, Colin's phone started ringing, so she asked him if he needed to answer. He assured her that it was only his Chuck Todd alarm to remind him to watch Meet the Press. She was instantly shocked. After getting coffee, they started walking and didn't stop talking for over 9 miles. They shared their love of books, growing up in the Northwest, moving to sea, dating stories, etc. At the end, Colin invited her to lunch, but she declined. She said she had to leave for Baltimore, but was certain that Colin didn't believe her. But they exchanged phone numbers anyway. Walking dates became their regular. Anna certain by the time they had their third date, they had completed the equivalent of a marathon. By the end of date 3, they had even yet to hug. Anna thought she was for seriously being friend-zoned. At the end of their 4th date, when saying goodbye, and I know you can hear these words coming from her mouth, Anna says, open her arms wide and says, "Bring it in." It was a pretty awkward hug, and she still had a lot of questions. Finally, instead of walking somewhere, they had dinner together, and after went back to Colin's home. It was a little chaotic as Colin's dog had pooped all over the kitchen. The cat was annoyed and whining also because the dog wouldn't stop barking at Anna. As they cleaned up, Colin said something like, "Welcome to my home." Anna was determined, though, to get to the bottom of this friend zone question, so she just asked him what his intentions were and where he saw them headed. After a long-winded answer, she can't really recall what he said. She got the sense that he maybe liked her. He closed by saying something to the effect that they should continue to hang out and see where it goes. In true Anna style, she said, "Why don't we just kiss and see what happens?" It worked. I would agree, Anna. I would say it worked. Thanks for sharing your story with us. It was really special and magical to hear 2 perspectives and that how blind love can really make us. It's time for you both to share some vows and seal this deal with rings. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of each other, stand up for one another, and find happiness in the other. Please pass the bouquet and join hands. Just one hand. Dual duty here. Anna and Colin, please place the ring on each other's left ring finger and repeat after me. Start with Anna. I vow to be your partner.
I vow to be your partner,
To listen.
to listen,
To support you.
to support you,
And share my life with you in turn.
and share my life with you in turn.
Colin. I vow to be your partner.
I vow to be your partner,
To listen. To support you.
to listen, to support you,
And to share my life with you in turn.
and to share my life with you in turn.
I promise to support your love of soccer.
I promise to support your love of soccer,
and eventually learn what the offsides rule is.
and eventually learn what the offsides rule is.
I promise to laugh at your puns.
I promise to laugh at your puns.
I vow to love you
I vow to love you
and to always nurture our relationship.
and to always nurture our relationship.
I vow to love you
I vow to love you
and to always nurture our relationship.
and to always nurture our relationship.
I promise to make sure we arrive everywhere 20 minutes early.
I promise to make sure we arrive everywhere 20 minutes early.
I promise to always run a little late.
I promise to always run a little late.
I vow to be your friend, companion, and confidant.
I vow to be your friend, companion, and confidant.
To join you in adventure,
To join you in adventure,
comfort you in grief,
comfort you in grief,
and stand by your side always.
and stand by your side always.
I vow to be your friend,
I vow to be your friend,
companion, and confidant.
companion, and confidant.
To join you in adventure,
To join you in adventure
and comfort you in grief,
and comfort you in grief.
and stand by your side always.
And stand by your side always.
I promise to be your spell checker and grammar friend,
I promise to be your spell checker and grammar friend,
and get you over the finish line on crossword puzzles.
and get you over the finish line on crossword puzzles.
I promise to be your optimist and sounding board,
I promise to be your optimist and sounding board,
and to always ask how you're doing.
and always ask how you're doing.
Your gift to each other today is your wedding rings. These rings are a symbol of the vows that you've made to each other. These rings mark the beginning of an unending journey together filled with wonder and surprises, laughter and tears, celebration and joy. Your marriage journey begins today. If there's anything you remember about this ceremony, remember the love that brought you here today. Anna and Colin, you've pledged your faith to each other, have declared the same by joining hands and exchanging rings. If you wish to seal this marriage with a kiss, you may do so now. It's official. I now pronounce you married. Thank you all so much. We are going to be having a cocktail reception in the lobby. Please feel free to use the elevator or the stairs if you're feeling adventurous, and we'll go down there for the next hour. Thank you.